Pam, what's the latest that you're hearing from Serena, if anything?
Well, just hearing from family members, that she's actually doing fine, but that's, such a general statement, and obviously there's a lot of complications. One thing with tennis players and athletes, you grow up with extremity injuries, arm, legs, but, there's a certain severity when you start hearing pulmonary and embolisms and blood and, needing blood thinners. And, obviously the tennis world is thinking of Serena, and obviously it's a time where a lot of patience and great care and, hopefully the worst is finally behind her and she can start to build back towards, hopefully, a comeback.
So she hasn't played since Wimbledon of last year. I know she told the New York Post in recent weeks, hopes to be back. Her target, at least the French Open, this coming spring. What if the layoff extends beyond that? How difficult? She's 29 years old now for Serena to come back.
Well, I think for most mortals it would be really, really difficult. What we're talking about here in Serena Williams, I think, could be the greatest, female raw athlete of all time. When I think about Navratilova and her skills, but I think about when you bring in the power quotient of Serena and the way she serves, I think it's a little too early, even at 30. Even though she's had a lot of injuries with knees especially, I actually feel emotionally she's a young 30 with her tennis. And if, she can finally get this foot and all the related medical setbacks behind her, I think she can still have a few good years in her early to mid-30s. She's not too old, but first and foremost, she needs to get her health back and be able to have the patience and not be tempted by, kind of the celebrity, all the trappings that can come with a crossover star in her late 20s who, let's face it, has a lot of energy and a lot of love of, being out there. So Serena's got to really pull in the discipline and, follow everything just so carefully to get her health back.